Hi guys, so in this session the party make their way to the ruins of the Githlian Monastery where they are surprised by some other people that are already there. If you like these videos then please subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications of new videos. Also give it a thumbs up and comment in the box below. Be really nice. I was thinking if we could get some different characters. Hopefully the party are going to make their way to the capital fairly soon, where they should encounter quite a few different characters. So it'd be really cool to get your characters in. So if you want to put in the comment box a character and a little bit of background behind your character, I'll see if I can work them into some of the games. Hope you enjoy. Hagen, you spent most of your time sat outside with the goat and Egg made a little necklace for Ezra out of a snail shell and some
It was so cute.
And the goat Ginger vomited up a straw hat and seems to be over the bladder infection or whatever it was. So yeah, we're all kind of up to full health. There was a bit of a problem because Father Tobias was going to reward the party with some holy water, and when he went to the chest, for some strange reason there was no holy water in the chest.
I don't know what to tell you, Lars.
So sadly he couldn't give the party any holy water, but he did promise to give you some on your return. You found a tablet in the crypt and you took it to Max to get him to have a look at it, and he did recognize it. He showed you a rubbing that he'd made of a tree, and it had some of the same symbols on it as the tablet that you found. And then he showed you a path that led to the ruins of the Githlian Monastery, which is about a mile north of Groblet. And then the party decided that they were going to rest up for the night because it was getting to dusk. And so they are currently sleeping in the duck and cover, except for Egg and Mercer, who are sleeping on the cart outside. And I think, Hagen, you are at the moment as well, unless you want to tell me otherwise.
No, I'm good with being on in the wagon.
Okay, so we'll say then that you awake. Some of you in a reasonably comfy bed. Some of you with a bit of dew on your face and a little bit stiff from your night sleeping on a cart. It has been a bit whiffy because goats are wont to trump occasionally. But other than that, yeah, everybody's all good. And again, you are noticing it's a nice summer morning now, an early summer morning.
Lovely.
Toasty.
Yeah, you can hear chiff-chaffs and swifts flying above. It's all good.
Oh.
What would the party like to do?
So, what did we say we were going to do last time?
We need to see when the merchant wants to go through the wood. If he wants to go today, or if he can wait. And if he wants to go today, then I guess we're doing that.
Yeah.
But if he wants to wait, then we're going to find the ruins.
Okay. Can we find the ruins in a day?
Yeah. Not that far.
It's a mile north.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. In that case, we want to try and find the merchant.
Okay, so some of you are in the duck and cover. I would assume you'd have gone down for breakfast or whatever to get you started. And you do notice that Willett is sat at his usual table.
Ah, excellent.
I'm not inside, so.
Am I the only one inside?
Charles is inside.
Charles and Alanthea are inside as well.
I don't want to talk. Galanthea usually does the talking.
Hello, Mr. Willett.
Yes, we'll go up to him.
Hello, how are you?
We were wondering, something's come up in Groblet that we might need to lend a hand with. However, we understand that you might be anxious to reach the capital city.
Oh, I'm good for a few days. I still have business to attend to here.
Let's go.
Excellent. We'll be off. We'll find you when we're ready.
Yes.
Okay, I will look out for you.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent.
Bye.
So, what would you like to do?
Let's go.
So now we need to go find the ruins. So we want to meet with everyone outside.
Yep.
We've come in because we've had breakfast too. Well, I have.
I guess so.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Coming for breakfast.
Cool.
You smuggled some croissants out or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so do we need do we need like supplies?
I don't think so.
Anyone need any healing before we go?
Loads of rations.
I think everybody's up to full health at the moment. You healed
Yes.
Father Tobias last time, but everybody's good.
Then we can get in the cart and
Off we
go.
go.
I guess
Just let's go.
Let's
Okay, all right.
traveling
So,
north, I guess.
okay, so you head back up past Max's tower to the path that he showed you. It is fairly hard going for the cart to the point where it is difficult to get it through the brush.
Okay, we're gonna have to leave the cart behind.
Okay.
Or magic it there.
Why don't we? Well, a couple of us can just go ahead, like at the front, and cut the brush down
Hang on,
as we go. If anyone has like sharp weapons, like
But
a
also
sword.
like pulling with
Electricity.
the goat.
I can't do much with a knife or a spear or a mace.
I'll just use my firebolt and just burn all the leaves.
Isn't that going to
Be
set the whole
careful.
place on fire?
We
Do you have
not-
a water spell?
It's a
We don't
dry-
want to start a wildfire.
It'll be fine.
But it's summer. What if
It'll
it's
be
really
fine.
dry? What is the weather like? Is it
It'll be
very
fine.
dry today?
Oh,
Are there
oh,
any
just
clouds?
Fine.
It's still fairly cool,
I'm
but
doing it.
the sun is coming up and it looks like it's going to be a fairly warm day.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, we could find somewhere to
I've
hide
done it.
the
It's
cart.
too late. I rolled a 3. I've done it.
Okay, we can just stamp out
Okay.
the embers.
Yeah, I
So
guess so.
you do burn the nearest bit of scrubland. Sort of gorse bushes and things start to crackle and go up in flames. You notice several rabbits running for cover.
Charles,
And you've cleared probably a space about 20 foot in front of you.
Okay, well, we have a mile to go.
This isn't going to work out, guys.
Yeah,
How
we're
big
gonna
is
have to
that?
hide
I'm
the
trying to do
cart.
20 divided by 3. Hold on.
Can we
It's going to
find
be a lot of fire spells.
A large bush.
20 meters?
Who has a sword?
Does there happen to be
None
a
of
large
us have swords.
nearby
I
that
don't
we can
think.
hide the cart in?
Let's just leave the car.
You could,
We-
yeah,
No,
you
it's
We're
got
gonna-
all our stuff on
We're
it.
gonna have to. There's no way we can get through.
I could keep dragging it. It's
What about the
fine.
goat? You can pull the cart. You don't want the
I-
goat to get caught on all the
Yeah, I
brambles.
was gonna pull the cart anyway. Put the goat on the cart. I'll pull the goat as well. It's fine.
We can't pull the cart. The brush is too thick. We're going to have to hide the cart.
Let's just
But-
leave the car.
We can leave
We're
the
gonna have to take it back to the thing, and then what we're gonna? It's got all our stuff on it. Are we gonna carry our stuff?
Can we walk a mile? I don't know how large a mile
Yeah, you
is.
can walk a mile.
easily mark. But yeah, you could easily
Like
walk.
human
Why
walking
did we
speed
even
is
bring the
like
cart?
2 or
Let's
3
go
miles.
back. Let's do this again. Let's go back.
Okay.
Store the car and the
Hang
goat.
on, hang on. It's all very well and good saying leave the cart. There's a goblin hiding on that cart.
I'm
What-
gonna
The goblin
take
will
the
come with
goblin.
us.
Yeah, we'll
Dog.
leave the cart in the goat.
We're not leaving
somewhere,
egg behind.
and we'll bring egg.
We'll park it in like the stables. I'm sure they have like a.
We've got to be careful though,
Stable
because this may or may
system.
not be someone's goat. Remember, but we accidentally stole.
Yeah, does there happen to be anything lying around in the bushes right now that I can dye my goat with?
I was gonna say berries.
Yeah, make a knowledge check.
I will as well. I fail.
There's no point me even trying to make a knowledge check.
I
Fail.
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 Somebody make a knowledge check and please win.
I failed as
Um,
well.
Well, I would say as a barbarian, you would be able to find out whether anything
That is very true.
is.
Oh, don't you have the?
I can track animals and
Yeah.
enemies and get food, shelter, and water. But I'm sure I can find berries.
You know that if you were to use enough of the gorse flowers, which are a bright yellow colour, you could make a dye from those.
And I'm crafty. I can make the dye.
Yeah.
Do you want to dye the goat yellow? Are you okay with the yellow goat?
I'm perfectly okay with the yellow goat.
Okay, yeah, we can dye the goat yellow.
Let's make it sprayy. Let's.
I will say though that in order to dye this goat, you would probably need to spend at least a day making the dye.
Oh, what?
Oh my god!
You know what? It's a goat. We'll just take the goat with us because the goat can easily get through the trail, through the bush, and can carry.
So we're gonna go and like leave our wagon somewhere safe, and then bring the goat and the goblin with us.
Take the goat and
Yes, that's
goblin
what we're gonna do.
All right.
Where would you like to leave the wagon?
Can we try and find a stables? Somewhere where we can, like, you know, where you would rest a horse for the night?
This is a stable, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So there are buildings outside the back of the Duck and Cover. There is also outbuildings by Max's. And there was a building a bit further down the King's Road, a timber building that Hagen and Charles, from their first visit, noticed that it had a sort of post horn on a sign outside.
So
that appears to have outbuildings as well.
We could try Max.
Yeah, I think
he might let us just store it for free.
Because he likes us and we're helping him find cool things.
So you're going to ask Max?
I'm going to ask Max. Yeah.
Back to Max, where we started.
Woohoo!
Okay, so Max is out feeding the chickens again.
Amazing. You're doing a beautiful job. Hey, Max.
Hello.
We were just wondering. We're good. We were about to set off on the trail to find that tunnel, but it's very bushy. It's very overgrown. Yes. So we were wondering if we could just leave our cart with you for a bit. If you could just tether it outside yours, just keep an eye on it whilst we go.
You are more than welcome. Yes, I can keep an eye on it.
Oh, amazing.
Fang could be a watch dragon, so yeah, it'd be fine.
Oh, adorable. Thank you.
If I can't have Fang, I'll have another one.
Cool.
Fang is not for sale.
Now we can go back. Let's go.
You just got him dressed up as a child.
Okay.
Fang or egg?
Egg.
Okay, so you're heading off through the gorse bushes again. You pass the bit that Charles toasted, and it is still smouldering. And you make your way, and you can see a spinney of trees, probably half a mile away. The path just continues. And you start to approach the spinney of trees. Inside the spinney of trees, you can just about make out a sort of, it looks like a pedestal with a statue on the front of it, stood on top of it. Behind it is the ruins of what looks like a sort of old church building.
What's the statue of?
Would you like to have a closer look?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you approach the statue, you notice that it is in pretty bad condition. It's cracked. The head appears to have been knocked off the statue and is lying in the grass by the side. On the front of the statue, you can see in a kind of a black kind of paint, there's an image of a heart with 3 daggers sticking in it and 3 drops of blood dropping out the bottom. It looks to you as if the statue has been desecrated. The statue itself is a robed woman holding her hands out, but as I said before, the head is sheared off, fallen on the floor.
Any inscription?
No inscription. No.
Oh dear. I don't think she was very well liked.
Make a perception check though.
Where is my perception?
Actually, no. Sorry, make a knowledge check, I should say.
Oh no! Let me make a perception check.
You passed.
I passed.
You passed.
I got 6. I needed a 7.
Nice.
So,
Wow, how rare.
Ezra, you feel as if you've seen this statue before, and as you rack your memory, you remember that it is very similar to the likeness that was on Father Tobias's altar.
Ah,
Who was that?
I tell the party that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you also remember that the statue, or St. Ethelbert's chapel, and Father Tobias is a worshipper of Danu, the earth goddess.
Danu, the earth goddess. Why would you desecrate the earth goddess though? Have they had a terribly bad harvest, or?
Well, do we think it was followers sort of targeting her, or do we think it was someone who maybe is against her and against her followers?
The graffiti sounds a bit sophisticated for your average goblin.
I'm going to nod, but I didn't hear what you said.
The graffiti sounds a bit sophisticated for your average goblin, so we don't think it's just goblins marauding through.
Oh, that's, yeah.
It's time.
Well, the head being shorn off, that's symbolic.
And also, definitely
And
going to be like
goblins are
people,
short.
because goblins are too small. Yeah.
And
Sorry, Egg.
as you say that, you do notice that about 15 feet in front of you, Hagen, you can see a foot sticking out of the grass.
A live foot, a foot attached.
Did I
to the
see if I could find the tracks of any enemies nearby?
You can, yeah. You can see that all around the statue and leading towards the ruins are scuff marks, numerous footprints. There is a blood trail leading to where the foot is sticking out of the grass.
Dry or fresh?
Fresh.
Is the foot attached to a body, or is it a solo foot, as it were?
It's, well, you can have a look if you want.
I'm gonna go up and kick the foot.
Oh, shit, that's...
I'm gonna laugh if it's just on its own and you just like kick it across the grass.
So as you approach the foot, you can see that there is the body of a goblin lying in
Mine
the
was coming
grass.
back, which is not great.
Oh, I quickly go to Egg. And I'm like, oh, don't look. Oh, don't. I am Egg's father figure. So this looks like a recent raid then, maybe.
Yeah.
Rather than a religious targeted attack.
Have the goblins been fighting amongst themselves, and if they haven't, who killed the goblins? Assuming there's more than one.
Yeah.
As you're looking at the dead goblin, you hear raised voices coming from the ruins.
And we go really quiet.
Yeah, we go really.
I'm gonna put Egg on my shoulders.
You don't have to crouch.
And the voices.
You don't have to crouch. I'm a human.
Well, we're being really quiet and listening. Do the voices?
Can you hear the voices?
Yeah, distinct.
Yeah, you hear numerous voices, some male, some female, and then you hear somebody just say, "Just shut up! Stop arguing. We are going down."
What a move.
Oh, what? Can we sneak to the edge of the building and do the spy thing, like the dun dun dun?
More like shuffling along the window.
Shuffling quietly along the wall, so we can try and get like a window or like a doorway to like peek round or peek in.
Okay, so who's going?
Who is sneaky? Hagen, you do it.
Where's my
Hello,
stuff? It's 9.
Okay.
Be lucky. And I am stealthy enough to do it.
Okay. So, as you pass the goblin that's lying in the grass, you make your way up towards an archway in a ruined building. It's crumbling stone, and then either side you can see the corners of buildings, and this archway where there was once a door. The door has just fallen forward and it's rotted away. All that's really left is the kind of the hinges and the fittings that are kind of left in the grass. And as you kind of sneak up, you can see that there are some columns in front of you, and amongst those columns there is a campfire. You can see numerous goblin bodies lying in the grass near the campfire, and there are 5 humans stood around. They're wearing leather tunics, with the exception of one who, as she speaks, you recognise the voice of the woman who just told everybody to shut up. She's wearing robes.
Oh, so is it like a priestess of Danu and her mercenary followers?
Hard for you to tell at this point. You can see that she doesn't appear to be armed. However, the others do have spears and shields.
Okay, and cannot I see any indication of the down that they are referring to? Are there any holes in the floor?
You can't see any holes in the floor, but the building is quite big, and you can see in the far sort of north western corner there seems to be an alcove.
Okay. How well armed are her hired guns, shall we say?
They have leather tunics, so they have kind of light armor, a spear, and a shield.
We could just quietly go in and say hello, but like in a
non-threatening way.
In a non-threatening way, be like,
But
not. Be like, you alright?
we leave Mirza behind.
We can send Ezra in as like a priest. Not like a priest, actually as a priest. Go in and be priesty.
I am a priest. I'm not going as a priest.
Yeah, that's why she's like a priest. Well, no, like he is a priest.
Yeah.
Go in
as himself.
Priesty.
Go and be priest.
Go be priesty. I'll sneak back and say to you, oh my gosh, there's the priestess in there. Go in and be priesty.
I'll come up, but I won't go in, but I'll come up. Like,
and we'll all stand like ready to pounce should they get
just in case.
Yeah. Go be priesty.
I've got egg on my shoulders for the sake of he's got little legs. And
little legs. Okay.
I figure it's easier if
in that case, I will.
Just in case, I would try and be like a non-denominational priest.
That was just in case being non-denominational priest, so don't outwardly support the lady or anything. So that she won't immediately see that you support someone else.
Okay.
So you can be.
In that case, I'll go in slowly, like I'm not drawing my weapons. I'll just be like, "Hark, is everyone okay there?"
Okay, so when you do that, you hear the woman that spoke before go, "Shh, what's that?" And then a couple of the people with the spears and shields start making their way forward.
I'll do the priestly thing of like clutching your hands like this when you have the big robe sleeve, so it's obvious that I'm a priest.
Okay.
Priesty.
And then one of the people that with the spears and shields says, "It's a priest."
I saw fresh blood on the tracks. Is everyone okay? Is anyone injured?
Nice.
Only the goblins we found here. And you're never going to be able to tell anybody. And then the woman says, "Get them." And then we're going to combat.
And then I'm going to come straight to the doorway with my axe.
Okay, so we'll flip to combat camp. Bear with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's the campfire and the pillars.
Okay. So I guess this was a goblin hideout, and then it became their hideout.
And now we have.
And now we'll have this hideout. No. Who's going first?
Not 100% sure. I think he's the place.
So, Ezra, I'll put you here.
Yep.
Mercer, I'm going to put you here.
Very close by.
Yes.
And Hagen and Charles, I'll put you by the statue. All happy with that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'll move you up a little bit. I'll move you to where the goblin was, so we can see you in shot. Okay, and then your
Hagen is tiny.
You can really see the height difference in the little people.
In real life.
So this is your woman that had the voice. You've got another couple of armed people either side, and then you've got the two that were making their way towards you. And I'll give you a little model for egg as well.
Kitten, no. Oh no, I just dropped my dice. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, Missy, where are you going to leave egg for safety?
Egg's going to be next to you, Mercer.
Yep.
Okay.
Tell him to go hide.
I think the safest place to
I
be
just
is
wear him on my shoulders and
No,
go.
we don't want to risk it.
Once he stays outside, he should be fine. Okay.
Right. I think we're good to go. So,
Attack.
who wants to go first?
I will, whilst we've got the advantage of them being a bit further away. I'm going to lob a spear that I guess I have stored on my back or something.
It is on your back, yeah. I've seen
Awesome.
your little figure.
Yeah, so you're just going to throw a spear at this person?
Okay.
Who are you targeting?
Yeah, who you've thrown it at?
I will go for the one that's in line with me, so on the left at the front.
This one?
Yeah.
Dice go.
Okay, so if you can make a shooting check -2, please.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
He failed massively.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
bad. What is
So
he
the
shooting?
spear just goes flying past. Do you want to do anything else?
I think I'm pretty sure where I am. I don't want to advance on my own, so I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Who's going next?
I'll go next. I'm going to tell Egg to stay outside, but not in an obvious manner. Like, I don't want them all knowing someone's outside.
Just like whisper, like
Just
go
like,
hide.
yes, go hide outside. And then I'm just going to go, how far away is the closest one inside?
So this one is 2 steps in front. The other one's 2 as well.
I'll go to the one that's in front of me. I know there's a wall between us. But
This
I'll go,
one?
yeah, that one.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try and hit them with my axe.
Okay, so if you make a fighting check -2, please.
And a fail.
Okay, so swing and the
Lit.
person dodges out of the way. Who's going next?
I'll go next.
This is a terrible surprise.
I am going to run around the side. Yeah, I'm going to climb up the wall using my massive agility. And I'm going to lever some stones out and drop it on the head of at least one of them.
Okay.
You do that in one turn.
So there's nothing above, but you could climb up this wall, well, any of these walls, and throw things from there if you wish.
Exactly. That worked well
So
for me.
where do you want to climb up?
The nearest wall. The wall nearest to
This
a
one?
mercenary type, yes.
Okay, so you make your way up here, and you're currently on the top there, and you throwing at this one?
Yes.
Okay, so
Please
because you're above, I'm going to give you +1 to your shooting. So whatever your shooting is, +1, and then -2.
It's like give with one hand.
So -1.
Take away
It's only
with
-1 plus 2.
No, just -1. She's getting +1. But
Yeah.
it's -2 for the dex.
This will be successful. Oh dear. Good climber, not so good.
Girls, I really hope you hit them because.
So, unfortunately, this time you miss. And Charles, it's
We're
your
in
go.
danger.
You're going to have to be successful.
I'm gonna go for the magic Charles Firebolt longbow combo.
Longbow combo, I like that.
One.
So where are you going to stand? At the moment, Egg's in the way, so you can't see anybody through this gap. Where would you like to go?
3
You're here at
squares
the
to
moment.
the left, please.
Stand next
Here?
to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so from there, you can see any of these 3. Well, actually, probably just this one, just the woman in the robes.
Sick. Gonna set fire to her robe.
Take out the woman.
You can, yeah, if you make a shooting check, please.
It's like taking the head of the snake. Take out the woman.
7! And my shooting check is a 9, so even if that's -2, I still
So,
hit it.
yeah, you've already wounded her.
Yes.
Okay, so the
Good
firebolt
Good
just
job.
goes whizzing through everybody, and all of these guys, they just watch it past. And it impacts and ignites her robes. She's currently a pillar of fire.
Brilliant.
And is wounded. Ooh.
We have to hope that she's wounded enough that it just doesn't annoy the crap out of her.
Okay, now I'm gonna try to shoot her with my longbow.
Okay, so another shooting check, and this time she doesn't have any dexterity, so you can. Oh, hang about. You last time you did 7, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dexterity was 2. So
Yeah.
yeah, you would have got her last time as well. This is very Lord of the Rings with you on top of this wall, Hagen.
Mm.
It's all right, isn't it?
It's the kind of thing a hobbit would do.
It is the kind of thing a hobbit would do.
Hmm.
I'm very small. Small and agile.
Someday.
And Charles is going all
That
Legolas
was
on
what I'm
us.
saying.
Right, Charles, do you want to make your shot?
Yeah,
Please make your shot.
but he still failed.
No, turn away
Failed.
my shot.
Failed.
Oh,
Yeah.
could have thrown her in
Away
one
the
go.
shot.
So, Charles, you're down to 11 arrows, and it is their go. So, the flames have just about died down on this woman at the back, but she is kind of crouched down on the floor, and as you look at her, she seems to be conjuring something.
Oh no.
So we'll just see. Yeah, her whole body kind of glows blue, and you hear this noise like a. And with that, she sort of woozily kind of gets to her feet. Okay, and this guy is going to attack you, Mercer. What's your dex, Mercer?
3.
3. So he's
Wow.
got to get a 2, and he fails. This one's going to come 1, 2, 3 to here and attack.
Oh,
But this time they need a 3. Yeah, 3. And fails. This one is going to go 1, 2, 3. And that one's going to attack you as well, Mercer. So again, needs a 3. Fails. And this one's going to come up to you.
oh, a
Ezra?
bit too close, mate. Step back.
And nat 20 really fails. Okay.
He's like
falls on his face.
Yeah.
Oh no, where's my sheet gun?
But as that one attacks you, Ezra, Egg screams and runs straight at him and
Maybe.
will attack.
Oh. Is there any way to, I don't know if we can.
No,
I guess
let
we
me
can't
where's my
intervene
dice?
in this game, can we?
Don't intervene.
You will die with like
Let the
one
rules
hit, man.
apply.
We've killed so many goblins. Where is the dice?
It was under you.
What?
So stressful. This is how the game works.
Let's see. What does Egg need?
Oh, wait, at least we can
Then
bring
you
him
can
back
raise
to Father
the dead.
Tobias. And, yeah, it's all good. We can bring him back to Father Tobias if we really need to.
Okay, so Egg needs, what does he need to hit?
Also, they knock out.
Fighting a 4 and a -2, so he needs 2 or less, and he fails. Okay, so it is your go, Ezra.
They start by moving Egg out.
Right. I want to scoop Egg by the armpits and turn around and run.
Okay. How far are you running?
As far as he can.
How far do you move?
8 squares.
8 squares. So you just
I wanna
go
try
straight
and move
back?
out. I want to see if there's a brush, shrub, just some cover where
There's
I can like tuck him into.
Trees here.
I'll tuck him into a tree.
Okay, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, and you can put Egg behind this tree.
And I'm going to crouch down. I'm going to say to him, you have to be very careful, okay? Stay quiet. We'll come back and get you. And I'm going to kiss him on the forehead.
Okay.
And then I'm going to prepare for my next turn to rejoin the battle.
Well, you could throw a spear from where you are.
Yes, I'll do that.
I'm going to need to write
Hang
down.
on, what's the range on a spear? Let's just see.
30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh, okay. No, you can't. No,
Oh,
you're
damn.
out of range, sorry. Okay, so Mercer, you're good.
Yep. Hold on. I'm just making a note to pick up some spears later. I'm just going to go for the one right in front of me.
Yep.
Again.
Okay, so fighting check -2.
I actually rolled that off of the board. Let's try again. Nat 1.
I love you.
Brilliant. Okay,
You're
so
my favourite sibling.
yeah, so what was your fighting?
7. Well, -2, 5. 5 including the -2. 7.
But you normally have
-2.
7, don't you? Yeah, so
Yeah.
you've definitely hit, and you've made 5. So 4 points of damage. Yeah, so shield stops 1, so that's 3 points of damage. So he's got to get minus toughness, which is 6 minus 3. So he's got to get 3 or less. And he gets a nat 20. So
good.
Never
I've never been
tough
so happy to hear the words
Yeah.
nat 20 in my life.
axe just embeds in the chest, and again you just pull it back and rip out, and as you do, the blood just sprays across your face, and that guy is wounded. Okay, so Hagen, your go.
I'm no good at close-up combat.
What would you like to do?
I don't know. I'm having a think. Just throw another rock. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. I'm actually seriously considering running up and stabbing the priestess.
I mean, you're welcome to give it a go.
All I could do. Because
Depends how far away she is.
how
Can
far
you
away
get close
is it?
enough?
I'd say it's going to take you 1 to drop down off the wall,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away.
Yeah, my movement is 9.
You could get there.
So I could do. And then I can use my small hairy hobbit feet that are really tough. Kick some of the embers up at her and blind her.
Okay.
I love the flourish you put on things.
Absolutely. Is that what you're going to do then, Hagen?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick some of the campfire embers up at her and blind her with glowing embers.
Let's hope it
Okay,
works.
so
Hopefully.
make a fighting check minus
If it does
0.
it, she's gonna kill you.
Be lucky. And I got a 1.
Yes. Okay, so her fight. So let's just see.
Drop down,
That's
run
52.
along.
What's your fighting, Hagen?
I wish I could tell you. That it's a 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so dexterity, yeah, but she doesn't have any dexterity, so you make 2 points of damage. She's got no armor, but she has done something. So let's see whether this works. So she has the equivalent of heavy armor at the moment, which means
How rude.
He didn't tell me
Yeah.
that before. I just
Heavy
like
armor right now.
glowing embers.
so.
Her face.
You do kick the embers at her, and what you notice is that the embers just they almost seem to sizzle in front of her. And she looks at you and just laughs. And it is your go, Charles.
Someone come and help me. She's done a spell.
I can imagine how you can just, someone.
Someone come and help me.
She's got a spell on, it's not fair. We can't hit her.
All right.
I should be a voice actor.
Is it like a shield that she's got?
It's a magic shield.
He said it's the equivalent to heavy armor, so
So is it like a
Careful.
bubble shield or is it like a wall shield?
It's like her skin. As you look at her skin, Hagen, it looks to you like it's almost got sort of like a reptile kind of scale to it.
All right.
Ooh. What if we put
Her-
this?
Her mouth is open because she's laughing. I'm going to teleport myself inside her mouth and rip her apart from the inside.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
Hopefully.
I love you. Please make this work.
I was going to say, why don't we just use the poisonous stuff that I've got?
All right. Make your
teleport into her
knowledge
mouth.
check,
Much better.
please, Charles, to see whether the spell
she'd
works.
just like
Good
die
luck.
immediately. Her head would come off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1. Okay, so you do teleport successfully into her mouth, or at least you think you're going into her mouth.
Hold on.
But what happens is you actually just end up headbutting her. And to
Still good.
you, it feels like you've just headbutted a brick wall. It is solid. And you stumble back into the campfire.
Oh no.
Oh,
This could have gone so well, and then it didn't.
But you still have
I
a
think we should try and poison her.
combat move.
Use my poison. See if you can get my poison into her open, laughing mouth. Use my poison. I've got the poison from the
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Very good
Okay.
point.
Use my poison. Put it in her
We
mouth.
should also focus on getting the guards down as well, though.
That's what I'm doing. I've poisoned
Yeah,
it
but,
on her.
Yeah, you're now surrounded.
Yeah.
but they're guarding her.
True.
And when she's gone, they'll lose their mettle. They always do. Use my poison.
okay.
I think you should try and poison her because there's no point trying to like hit her with anything.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have some poison.
Or magic.
I don't know what.
Magic might work.
She can't do any more magic. She's done her magic for the turn.
Use your magic. But you can attack if you want.
How much protection does
Poison
heavy
her.
armor
I'm
give
gonna
you?
poison her.
We're going to poison her.
I'm gonna poison her.
So you don't want to attack her with anything?
So you're
No.
gonna
Trying to bounce off. Her wings are
like
like a
throw.
shield.
What is it like? Splash
wanna
the
try-
splash
I
the
think trying to
liquid
get
on
it in
her
her mouth.
face.
Trying to get it in her mouth, I think.
No.
Over the laughing mouth.
Run up to her and just like
Launch it in.
put it in her mouth.
Launch it in.
Okay, so she's doing that
Like
thing
force it.
that toddlers do when
Yeah.
you're trying to feed them, and she's just going,
Force
Hold
it
her
and
nose
break her
and then
teeth.
like shove it in her
I
mouth.
hold her nose. I pinch her nose, and then I'm just like,
That's so great. Do that. That's so good.
Okay, well, let's try.
Smash the bottle on her face. She's bound
I'm
to
going
open
to
her
say
mouth.
to do this, you need to make a
No,
fighting
because it
check.
won't hurt, will it? Necessarily.
We'll be lucky.
I'm trying to work out how much. I want to know how much protection heavy armor
Yeah,
gives you.
4.
Because I need to know if it's worth it.
4. My
And you're
fighting is a 7.
7, so that's 3 points of damage. She's got no dexterity. Okay, I'm going to say that this works. You pinch her nose, and she goes, and as she does that, you just go, poof, and she sort of, her eyes start to bulge, and she looks at you, and then just goes really, really green and keels over backwards.
Awesome.
Yes.
Potent
I
mushrooms.
laugh evilly at her because I am the coolest person in this party.
Can I just say, brains of the party?
I'm the brains of the party.
Whose idea was it to poison?
I'm
Okay.
Charles is the smartest one here.
It was my idea.
So,
Me and Hagen are very stupid.
I
it
was my idea
is
to poison her.
I don't know.
the bandits go, and they are going to, the one in front of you, Mercer, is going to attack, but they have to get, what's your dexterity?
3.
So they have to get a 1, and they fail. The other 2 are going to attack as well. They've got fighting of 6 because they're all fighting you at the same time. So they've got to get 3 or less. Okay, so one of them has hit you.
Yeah.
So that's 1 point of damage. What armor have you got?
I've got light armor.
Okay, so that stops that, so you don't need to make a toughness check. The other one's going to attack and fails, and this one's going to come in here around the back of you, and that one's going to attack as well, and also fails. So Ezra, it is your go.
Thank God you're so tough.
I didn't even have to make a toughness check because I'm wearing armor.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
My toughness is my
dice?
highest thing, and yet I have not had to use it yet.
Okay, so I have a movement of 8, and I'm going to move to right in front of me between sort of where the bushes are. I'm guessing that's like a crumbled bit of wall.
Here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
where you're
that
pointing
bit.
now.
Yeah, so you're going to move to here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then can I use the sort of the walls as like a half cover? So I can, how many spears have I used?
You've got 2
You only
left.
used one because you couldn't throw the other one. It was too
Oh, you
high.
had 4 spears, didn't you?
I've got 4.
I've
I
got,
think. I've got 5.
let me check.
You have 3,
I have 3, yeah.
but he's
Yes.
only thrown 1 because the other one,
Yeah.
the
So
distance
you've
was
got
too big.
2
Okay.
left.
So I will, yeah, I'll throw another spear.
I'm going to say
the
to
one surrounding.
do that, you're going to have to move to here. So are you targeting this one,
Okay.
or this one, or this one, or this one?
Yes.
That one.
I will target the first one, so furthest left, yes.
This one. Okay. Yep. So make a shooting check, please.
That's 2. Nice.
What's my
that's a 2.
shooting? I think is higher than that. 5. So I got 2, so I
So
succeed in that.
you've dexterity. Yeah, you've hit, and you've made 1 point of damage. But they have spear. They have shield and light armor. So spear does hit, but as it's flying towards her, actually, she just pops the shield up like that, and it ricochets off the boss of the shield, and they are unharmed. So Mercer, you'll go.
I'm gonna try and hit the wounded one again.
So fighting check minus nothing, please.
Awesome. I failed. Never mind.
Okay. And it is Hagen, you'll go.
Is the priestess down and out, or is she KO'd, or is this just like a temporary knockdown?
She's knocked out.
Which means she's still alive and could get up again.
Can you help me, please? I have 4 of them on me right now.
Not during combat, no. She's not going to get up in this combat.
Excellent. Well, that's the dilemma solved. So I, using my stealth and agility, I'm going to sneak up behind the one that's wounded and stab it in the back with my knife.
Go for it. So you're going to get...
If I can read it.
You're going to get a +2 to your fighting here, Hagen, because you're a thief.
I am right behind him. He can't see me coming. I'm really stealthy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and he's also a bit distracted by the gaping wound in his chest.
Yeah, that might just put him off a little bit. So what's your fighting, Hagen?
This is
It's not very good.
mercenary.
3.
3, so you've got a fighting of 5 now, so you've got to get 5 or less. No, actually...
I got 2!
So 3 points of damage, and that does his shield and his light armor take off 2 points of damage. So he's got 1 point of damage, and his toughness is down to 3 because he's wounded. So he'll get 3 or less, and he gets a 7, so he is knocked out.
Yay.
Yes.
Thank God.
And it is...
I stab him in the front, you stab him in the back, finally falls over.
He's having a really bad day. Okay, so this guy is going to attack you, Mercer, and your dexterity is 3, so they've got to get 2 or
Wait,
less.
doesn't Charles need to do something?
Yeah, you'll go.
Oh, yes, sorry, you're quite right. Sorry, Charles, it's your go.
I don't want to get hit again.
I'm gonna fireball whichever one. I'm gonna do my longbow combo.
Where you are at the moment, you can't actually see any of them, so you would have to move.
That's fine. I'll move till I can see one of them.
So who do you want to target? This one, or this one?
That one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say if you move to here, you'd be able to see this one or this one.
Lit.
Okay, so if you want to make a shooting check -2, please.
18.
18, okay, so that misses. So your fireball just disappears off into the trees. And you want to have a go with the longbow?
Yeah.
So that's another shooting check, please.
6.
And your shooting is?
9.
Okay, so that would be 6 minus 6. So yeah, that's 1 point of damage. But they just whack the shield up, and again the shield just embeds the arrow embeds into the shield, and they are unharmed. So it is their go now. And this one's going to attack you, Mercer. So fighting 5 minus your 3, so it's got to be 2 or less, but they've got another one, so 3 or less. And they fail. Same for this one. They fail. And this one. And that 20 really fails. And it is your go, Ezra.
Awesome. Time to get closer. I will go. Oh,
Come up to the one by the doorway, I think.
you think? I'll go up to the one in the doorway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing my mace.
Okay. All right. So make a fighting check +1. Hang on a minute. So yeah, so you'll get +1 to your fighting, but then it will be -2 for the dexterity.
-1.
-1.
I cocked it.
You did. You want to draw on here?
No.
What is your fighting?
I don't know. What's my fighting?
6, you need 5 or less. 3!
Nice.
3.
Okay, so 3 spear stops 1. So that would be what would we say? So sorry, your fighting was what? 6?
My fighting 6, yes.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you've got 1 point of damage. Let's see if the toughness works out. So they've got to get 6 or less. And they roll a 3. So they are not wounded. They just take the hit on the head and just kind of roll with it. Okay. Mercer, your go.
I'm also going to try and attack that one this time.
This one? Okay. So fighting check -1, because...
-1.
Yeah.
6, and that's what I needed.
Brilliant. Okay, so you've hit, but again, spear and the shield and the light armor stops the damage, so they're okay. And Hagen, it's your go.
Okay, I am going to take my rope. I am going to fashion a lasso.
Yes.
Oh, good.
What are you going to do with that lasso?
I am going to lasso, pick a barbarian, really, pick a bandit. I am going to lasso it around the neck and tighten.
Ooh, nasty. Okay.
And hold it down.
Well, we'll just go for a simple kind of garroting here. So I'm going to say a fighting check, but you will get +2 to your fighting. So with their dexterity, well, that negates it. So you just got to make a fighting check. So whatever your fighting is.
I'm always hoping that he'll say, "Oh, make a shooting check because it's higher."
Well, you need to be shooting to do that.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Did it not work?
Oh no.
It did not work this particular time.
Okay, so you go to get your rope out and it's just all tangled and you're like, wait a minute.
It's like a hose pipe.
Yeah. So, no, sadly doesn't work on this one.
It'll work on the next one.
Charles, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go and just try to slit one of their throats from behind with my knives.
Okay, whose throat are you going to try and slit?
Whichever one I'm closest to.
This one? Okay, do you want to do anything before you do that? You've got movement, magic, combat, and then any other skills.
I want to sneak up.
So you're just going to sneak up and combat. Okay. So you're going to go to here, and the one that Hagen just tried to lasso. If you make a fighting check, please, -1.
1!
Awesome. So what's your fighting?
7.
So that's 6 points of damage. So with the spear, with the shield and the light armor, that would be 4 points of damage. So they've got to get 2 or less. Okay, so you have done that. You do you want? Oh, that's wounded. So this one's wounded now.
Excellent.
And it is their go. So the one that you've just wounded is going to turn to you, Charles. Or are they? No, they're going to keep on Mercer. So fighting, that's -3. It's just because they've got a bonus Mercer, I'm afraid.
I know, so you're clearly the hardest.
She fails. This one's going to have a go. 3 or less. Fails. And that one's going to have a go. 3 or less. And fails. Ezra, it's your go.
I'm going to keep on the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
But instead, this time, so I've just tried to hit with my mace, but this time I'm going to pull the knife from my belt and just go straight for the stomach.
Okay, go for it. Fighting check, please.
Oh, and I'll try and put pressure down to do a rip.
Oh, nice.
Oh, 13.
God damn it.
Okay, yeah, that
Next
one
time.
failed. Mercer, what would you like to do? That one to your
gonna
left
go
is
the one that I
wounded.
attacked before. Oh, cool.
So which one?
Okay, yeah, then I'll try and hit the wounded one.
Yeah, okay. So that'll be fighting minus. You're going to get +1 to your fighting, and then they don't have any dexterity. So
Awesome. So
yeah.
19.
Oh no.
No, 19.
Never mind.
Okay.
Vietnam.
Stop.
Hagen, it's your go. The one right in front of you, Hagen, is wounded.
I'm gonna do the flaming embers tactic on the wounded one.
The fireplace is 10 foot behind you though, so the embers aren't really going to work from there.
No, too far away. Darn it. Okay, I've undone my rope.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going for the simple garroting again.
Okay, so fighting +2.
Okay. Be lucky. Oh no, that wasn't very lucky. That was a 16.
Okay, so you get in a bit of a tangle with the rope again.
This is my rope.
And Charles, it's your go.
Right, Charles means business because he's tying his hair up.
Uh-oh.
Alright. I'm going to use my magic to enchant Mercer's weapon, hopefully.
So you have to get over to Mercer.
Yep.
I'll put you this side. So make a knowledge check to see if you can enchant Mercer's weapon.
Two.
Okay, so as you touch the battle axe, it glows blue, and Mercer, I think you get +1 to your.
Awesome.
Yeah, you get +1 for 3 turns. Okay, Charles, do you want to do anything else?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and stab.
You won't be able to stab because you're too far away. You could shoot this one in front of you.
That one, yeah.
Or this one here that's next to Ezra.
I'll shoot the one next to Ezra.
Yes, so you've got to make a shooting check minus the dexterity, which is 3. No, 2, sorry. So, yeah, shooting -2.
7, so I got it. Is my
Awesome.
shooting
What's your shooting?
9.
9, so you've got 7. So, yeah, you hit, but the armor and the shield stops it. So they're not wounded. And it is their go. So these two are going to attack. This one, the wounded one, has to get a 1 basically to hit and fails. This one needs to get a 3 or less and fails. And this one needs to get 3 or less and also fails. So Ezra, your go.
Okay, I am going to. I'm going to call out to Charles and be like, Charles, knife! And then I'm going to just try and shove this guard into, like, Charles. Because if Charles has the knife just out,
Okay.
it's like a, whoa, surprise! And try and shove him onto the blade.
All right, make a fighting check, please. Minus.
I'm clearly getting nowhere.
-2.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Charles.
So you go to shove them and actually just miss the shoulder and sort of stagger forward.
Just like,
Okay.
And Mercer, it's your go.
okay. I'm just gonna try and hit the wounded one again.
Yep. Okay. So fighting check +1.
I got a 7. I needed an 8.
Okay. So That's 1 point of damage, but the shield stops it. And it is Hagen's go.
Am I too close to get away with using my sling?
You are. You could move back and have a go if you want.
Yeah, I'll move back a bit and have a go with my sling.
Okay, so make a shooting check, please. Minus nothing.
Be lucky. Ooh. And I threw a 1.
What's your shooting?
My shooting is a 6.
So that's 5 points of damage, 3 points of damage minus the. So they've got to get through your entity save, and they get a nat 1. So it does hit them in the back of the head, but they just kind of rub their head and go, "Argh," and they turn around and look at you, Hagen.
Oh dear.
Eyes aflame. And Charles, it's your go.
All right. I'm gonna go for a firebolt.
Yep.
To the one that Ezra tried to shove at me.
Okay, yep. So make a shooting check, please. -2.
5, and my shooting is 9.